Hi everybody, how you all doing out there? Mark here. Hope you're doing well. Um, I wasn't actually going to do this video now. I was going to do it either tomorrow or next weekend. But I've you've probably just seen me on the YCC quiz night hangout that we just did probably about 20 minutes ago. Oh dear, that was great fun. I've got to say that was really great fun. Thank you to Adam and Mike and Mahoney for a brilliant, brilliant couple of hours on there. So I apologise profusely if this is overkill. Oh, hang on a second. How are you doing out there? Mark here. I seem to be double. Well. There you go. That's how not with it I am. My Google decided to replay the video. Sorry about that. What was I going on about? Yes. I just done the YCC quiz night, which was hosted on this channel. Again, thank you to Adam, Mike, and Mahoney for a brilliant couple of hours. Like I said, I wasn't going to do this until tomorrow, but I've got to say thank you, Michael and Marti, for twisting my arm. It is coming up to about 20 to 1 in the morning here in the UK, so we'll see what we can do. Okay, I have got quite a lot to show you guys actually. Let's have a think. Vloggy bit first. Anything happening in my life so far? No, not really, because I'm quite a boring person. The new Doctor Who. Peter Capaldi as the new Doctor Who. Wow, absolutely amazing. I don't care what anybody says, especially people who only watched David Tennant and Matt Smith because they were young, cute, and yeah, that sort of thing. As far as I'm concerned, Peter Capaldi is brilliant. He is a perfect person to play Doctor Who. I can only think of one other person who would be perfect to play Doctor Who other than Peter Capaldi. Moffat, if you're watching this. So yeah, no, but really, seriously, he is doing amazing work on Doctor Who so far. Into the Dalek, tonight's episode was just phenomenal, absolutely brilliant. I think he actually understands the character perfectly, and I believe that they're trying to do with Capaldi's Doctor what they tried to do with the Sixth Doctor, the Colin Baker Doctor, which they try to make him like a Doctor you couldn't quite trust, and you didn't know quite what he would do next. But over the course of the stories and the seasons, the Colin Baker one was supposed to mellow out and become more like a nice, friendly sort of Doctor. Unfortunately, Colin Baker didn't have a chance to do that. Because he just, the BBC were a bunch of idiots back then, and they didn't have a clue what they were doing. So they didn't have a chance to play out Colin Baker's Doctor as he should have been. But I think Peter Capaldi is an awesome Doctor. Like I said, there's only one other person I can think of that could play him better than Peter Capaldi. Well, maybe not better, maybe sort of like on a par with Peter Capaldi. But yeah. Whoever that may be. But you didn't come here to see me sort of like go on and on about Doctor Who, because I'm going to do that when I show you what I've got. You come here to see what I have. Let me think. How am I going to do this? Because I've got a lot of stuff to show you. Seriously, this is why I was going to do it tomorrow, because I've got shed loads of stuff to show you. One I can't show you because I actually lost it in the YCC quiz night hangout. I ain't got a clue where it went. How am I going to do this? I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this first. I got this today. Okay, if you don't know what this is, I think a lot of people in the UK probably know what this is. This is a fortune cookie from a Chinese restaurant, or Chinese takeaway. I'm going to open it up live on air. One of the many things I'm going to open up live on air. This has nothing to do with comics apart from the fact that I picked this up when I got some curry and chips and some prawn toast on the way back from actually picking up some comics. And that's as if I can open it up. That's what I'll let you know what my fortune says. Fortune cookie, see? Unopened. Mint. Well, it would have been mint in pack if I hadn't opened it. There we go. Oh, look, they've put it in Chinese. No, it's right. It's in English on the other side. Okay, you are happy because a holiday is in sight. You know, that's sort of like fairly obvious. Most people have probably got a holiday in sight. You know, it's quite a bad fortune cookie, really. Stating the obvious. I'll eat that. Does anybody know? Are you supposed to eat these? Because I've been eating them all these years. I've been getting these fortune cookie things. Are you actually supposed to eat these, or are they just sort of like there to hold that little bit of paper inside? I never know. Answers in the comment section down below if you have any. If you know about that. Right. What am I going to do? The village shop. The little shop in the village that I used to live in. I always start with that. Should we do that? The regulars that I get. Let's start off with this first. 2000 AD. I've got a funny feeling I'm actually missing an issue, but I don't know if I am or not, because there was somebody else in the shop that doesn't usually work there, and I was stood there instructing them on where the magazines and that were, and so I'm hoping that I haven't missed an issue. But 2000 AD, 1894, 25 days to go till number 1900, 1900. I think it's about 25 days to go. There you go. 1984. Sorry, 1894. Right. Victorian era, 2000 AD. There you go. A little bit of history lesson there. 1894, Victorian era. and 1895. 2000 AD, always great. If you can pick it up, seriously, see if you can do. And with issue 1900, 1900, it's a great starting point for anybody who wants to start to pick up 2000 AD. Whenever they get to their centenary issues, 1900 is going to be a brilliant place to start getting 2000 AD if you haven't already. Even if you haven't got the previous 1899, it doesn't matter, because there's going to be new stories in there. It's going to be great. So definitely pick that up. What else have we got? The Red Book, as it's been known, Marvel's Mightiest Heroes collection. We have got a personal favourite of mine, actually, because I looked at the back of this one. Issue 17, which is side number 8, I think, or 6. Side number 6 is The Invisible Woman. Okay, this collects one of my favourite Fantastic Four stories ever. It's the Malice storyline in the Fantastic Four from John Byrne, from the John Byrne era, or John Byrne. Is it John Byrne or John Byrne? Anyway, from his era of Fantastic Four. It collects Fantastic Four Volume 1, number 280 to 284. Only 5 issues, but fantastic, no pun intended, fantastic 5 issues. Those are the ones there, if you don't know what they're, that's the ones where, what's his name? Oh, I'm hoping they're going to have it in the back here. No, they're not. Oh, what's his name? The one that lives in the microverse and he can control emotions. I can't remember his name. Anyway, it's that storyline, if you can see him there. Brilliant storyline. This was the storyline where Sue Storm stopped being Invisible Girl and became Invisible Woman. Really good, very powerful storyline, I thought, anyway. And next up, issue 18, side number 42, The Vision, which reprints or collects, whichever way you want to say it, Avengers 57 and 58 and Avengers Icon Vision 1 to 4. There you go. I thought it would have been really nice if they'd done something like collect the, I know it's quite a big mini-series, but if they had collected the Vision and Scarlet Witch, which I think was a 12-issue mini-series, was it? They did 2, didn't they? There was a 4-issue mini-series and a 12-issue mini-series, I'm sure there was. But anyway, it would have been nice if they collected those ones, but it'd still be good, I reckon. I think I've got a couple of those ones, actually. the Avengers Icons of Vision. Avengers Icons of Vision? English is not my first language, you know. But yeah, really looking forward to reading that one, as always. And Doctor Who. You've got to have some Doctor Who, really, you do. If you're a comic book fan or geek, you've got to have Doctor Who stuff. The figurine collection, really good series from Eagle Moss. Number 26, we have got the Scarecrows from, or the Straw Men from the Family of Blood and Becoming Human from the 10th Doctor, David Tennant Doctor series. There you go. Those ones there. And I'll show you the figurine. If I can show it with that. There you go. If anybody was ever missing a Straw Man from their Wizard of Oz collection, would be a good idea to pick this one up. That's pretty cool, actually. Do you know what I found out? At least in Canada and possibly in America, they don't have these like this. They have them in really nice, so like plastic bubble. Oh, what do you call them? They don't have the cardboard, you know, like the old Star Wars figurines you used to get. It's not like that. It's really nice, like sealed plastic case with the figurine in it. I wish we had that. That'd be really cool. But anyway, the figurine's really cool there anyway. Yep. And number 27, we have the 9th Doctor. This one is supposed to be from the episode Boomtown, and obviously it's the 9th Doctor as played by Christopher Eccleston. There he is. And the figurine doesn't actually look too bad, considering it's actually a human face. The neck looks a bit off. It does remind me a bit of, oh, what was it? The IDW miniseries, the Doctor Who Prisoners in Time miniseries that he did to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. It sort of does remind me of the artwork that you had in the 9th Doctor's issue of that. I don't know if anybody ever read that, but it's like he's got a really sort of elongated neck, even though, well, I suppose he sort of like has in real life, isn't he? Christopher Eccleston, he's a bit like a giraffe. But yeah, still, the facial features are pretty good. There you go. So there you go. That's the figurine collection. And of course, you know, I haven't even had a chance to open this up and read it yet, so I have no idea what's inside it. But we've got Doctor Who magazine, and this is, oh, what number is it? Issue 477. So there's only another 23 issues of this before it gets to issue 500. That's 23. So that's another 2 years with this one because it's a monthly. Doctor Who magazine 477, celebrating Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor. And on the back, these things you have in there, free poster with Peter Capaldi on one side and the Dalek from tonight's episode inside the Dalek. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I haven't had a chance to open this yet with the weekend, the way the weekend has been going for me at the moment. So there you go. I'm looking forward to reading that anyway, because there's always something interesting to read in there if you're a Doctor Who fan, if you haven't got it already. So there you go. Should we have a look at the comments? Let's have a look at the comments. Let's refresh the comments, because I've got 5 viewers, which for this time of night I'm quite surprised actually. Oh wow! Comics R Us, good morning. Yes, good morning. How are you? Thank you for being up at this late at night. Lethal Chicken. Hi Mark, how's it going? I have a question for you that I have been meaning to ask you, and a live hall is just as good a place as any. Okay. As a reader of the Galaxy's Greatest Comic, 2000 AD, yeah, do you pick up the Judge Dredd magazine? I do, but I definitely prefer the weekly progs. I feel that they have more variety to them, and I don't have to wait a whole month for the next part of the story. I used to pick up if you don't know the Judge Dredd magazine. I used to pick that up when it first came out. I think I've got the first, because they renumbered it about 3 or 4 times, didn't they? And I think I got the first volume, the second volume, and half of the third volume. After half the third volume, they just outpriced me on the comic. I think it's about like £5.99 or £5.40 per issue now for Judge Dredd magazine, which is a lot of money. I know it's a monthly comic, and with 2000 AD being £2.45, yes, 4 times 2.45 is a lot more than £5 something. But you feel like you're getting more with 4 issues of 2000 AD at 2.45 than you are getting with 1 issue of Judge Dredd at £5.40 or £5.99, whatever it is. So yeah, I used to get it, but I just can't afford to get it now, unfortunately. I would love to be able to get it. I really would, but yeah. I hope you're enjoying it anyway. I know they give away, it's like free sort of like mini trades, or they're like magazines in the back of the comic, aren't they? That collects stories that have been published already, isn't it? They're almost like magazine style, sort of like trade paperback sort of thing. If I remember correctly, because they're always sealed. I can never get in them in W.H. Smith's, unfortunately. They won't let me. Marty Hordell, thank you for not making... okay, yeah, sorry. Early in the morning. Marty Hordell, thank you for not making us wait a day or two. Haha. Yes, I know. If I fall asleep halfway through, just prod me. Just poke your finger on the screen and just, oi, wake up. I want to see what comics are. Comics Are Us again. I lost interest in Doctor Who when David Tennant became the Doctor, but I have recorded the first 2 episodes of the new series and am really looking forward to catching up with them on Sunday afternoon. I personally think Peter Capaldi is a really good Doctor. I'm sorry to hear that David Tennant didn't sort of like pique your interest with it. I've got to say, I really like when they brought Doctor Who back. I thought Christopher Eccleston was really good. I thought it was a really good choice of actors to sort of like start the show again. Very disappointed in him not doing at least another season. I understand why he doesn't do another season, because from what I understand as an actor, he never does sequels. He never goes back to the same character, which is why when you saw him in 28 Days Later, you never saw, well, I know you couldn't have seen him 28 weeks later because his character died in the first movie. But, oh, what was it? There was another one, G.I. Joe, where he played Despero. He wouldn't go back to doing that character in the second one because that's the way he does it. He feels that, well, from what I've read anyway of what he said, allegedly said, he feels that once he's done a part, that's it, it's over, he's done it. He wants to move on to the next part and broaden his horizon. As an actor, I'm not really an actor. I like to say I think I am, but I'm not. But I can understand why he would want to do that. But I'm just wondering if later on, even if it's like just to please the Doctor Who fans, probably not, but you never know, if he would even do something like Big Finish production audio plays, or even if he would appear in sort of like the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. Or whether they could actually get somebody who could do a really good impersonation of him to do an audio play of the Ninth Doctor. There you go. But yeah, I think Peter Capaldi was really good. David Tennant I thought was really good as well. Matt Smith, he was okay. I think it took him a long time to get into the role, but yeah, Peter Capaldi. Anthony Thurman, evening dude, hope you're okay, and Doctor Who was good tonight, don't you think? Yes, I thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And Sleepy Reader 666, hi man, how's it going? Yo Mark, yo Sleepy Reader, how's it going, Damien? I hope you don't mind me saying your real name. I never know whether to say people's real names or not on YouTube videos. I really don't. I never know whether it's like a secret that nobody else should know what people's names are, or whether it's just. I mean, I say, yeah, my name's Mark. I've got no problem with that. I suppose it's all according whether you've got like, any loved ones that you don't want your enemies to find out about. Sorry, it's early in the morning. I'm babbling. Right. Okay. Oh, I'm still on there. Cool. Right. What else have we got? I'm going to do this in sort of like a bit of a reverse order. Toys R Us was quite disappointing, actually. I think for everybody who was involved in that. Went to Toys R Us in Southampton. If you remember the last time I went to Toys R Us in Southampton, I picked up something that I don't actually got the box for. But I picked up these weird sort of like Spider-Man, like Kinder Egg style chocolate egg thingies, and they were crap. I think I've got the box up there somewhere. So this time I went in there and they had these. Yes, now these are sweets and a surprise. So I'm expecting to open this up and have some kind of weird tarantula jump up in front of me. Didn't say if it was a good surprise or not. Now I have no idea how to get these into these things. I want to do it without actually damaging the plastic, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, especially not live. I think I'm going to do with these what I did with those chocolate egg things. I'm going to do these on a separate video. Okay, so I'm going to record these ones and open these up because I don't want everybody to be awake for sort of like 4 hours whilst I'm trying to get into these without breaking the plastic seal sort of thing. So I've got 3 of these. So if you want to find out what's in these, you're going to have to keep an eye out on my channel and see a pre-recorded video of me opening these up and getting really disappointed, or possibly not. Right. What else? What else? Oh yes, these things. The thing that I lost in the YCC hangout when we had to do the comic book sweep, which was really good fun, but really annoying because you have to put everything back after you smash the crap out of your room trying to collect everything. If you don't know what the YCC comic book sweep is, have a look at the video that I did just previously about half an hour ago. But yes, I lost one of these little things here. I first picked these up at the Guardians of the Galaxy movie at the cinema, the Odeon cinema in the town here, and they're these little like dangly things that stick into the top of your mobile phone. I've got 9 at the back here. I've got this one and another one, and I actually ordered the last 4 off of eBay. I know it's cheating, but I thought it was going to be cheaper, and it actually probably would be. So I'll show you what they are. I'll show you the actual bit of paper that's inside it. There you go. Okay, so that's what you're getting them, and they're in these little vending machines that you put £1 in, turn the handle, and then out pops the egg in a little compartment at the bottom that you pick out. So I've now got 12. There's 15 altogether. 15 altogether, and I've got 15, and I've got 11 of them. Okay. Now the one that I am missing, even though I have it, I ain't got a clue where it went, is there's John Stewart Green Lantern just there. I've actually got that one. I can't find it at the moment because it's just disappeared. But this one is, I'm actually going to take it out of the plastic wrapper. Sorry. It's the Joker. There you go. And these things here, this is it. That's supposed to clip into the top of your mobile phone. A little plug. I don't know if it's supposed to go in the headphone jack or what, but yeah. And it just dangles on your mobile. Let's have a look. Where is my mobile? Oh, sorry, Purdy. That was Purdy, the cat. This is where I snap it off. Oh no! Look, see, like that. Like that's not going to be annoying bashing about on your mobile phone. So there you go. The Joker. So I'm missing 4 of them now, which is Hawkman. I think it was Hawkman, Riddler, Flash, and Superman. But I've ordered them off eBay, so hopefully they'll turn up, which will be cool, and I'll get the complete set of that, which is really cool. Let's put this all back. Yeah, if I find the John Stewart Green Lantern one of this, which I hope I will do. I'll show it either in the next haul video or the one with the Spider-Man egg thingies. Okay. So drink of water. Oh. Right, what else we got? What else we got? I'll show you this. I did actually pick this up from Forbidden Planet, but I always get this. As much as I like my comic books, I also like my horror movies. And Fangoria is a bit expensive actually in the UK to pick up, but this is quite nice. Always good for a really nice read, especially if you like horror films. And it is The Dark Side. Yes, awesome stuff. This is the censorship issue, which, if you're in the UK, you know how bad censorship in this country is. The BBFC does like to nanny people and say, no, you can't watch that. That's terrible. Won't somebody think of the children? There you go. So always good if you like horror films or even exploitation films or schlock films or anything like that. This is one for you. Oh, cool! There's actually Diane Thorne, an interview with Diane Thorne from the Ilsa movies. I actually picked up. There you go, if you've never seen it, the Ilsa movies. Was it Ilsa the She-Wolf? There was one that was in Egypt. It's like, oh, I can't remember what. I actually got the box set of Ilsa movies from America. It's in my vault at the moment, unfortunately, because I haven't got with me to have it all. Yeah, awesome stuff. I'm going to enjoy reading that. So yeah, brilliant stuff. Put that in the back. What else we got? Oh, I'm going to show those in a bit. Shall I look at the comments again, just in case? Let's have a look what we got here. Comics R Us. Did your Captain America bag for life arrive, Mark? If not, it will hopefully be with you on the Monday. It hasn't yet. I've got some comics that I'm expecting from eBay to turn up. There's some really weird stuff going with the postal service around here at the moment. I think Adam will probably be able to corroborate this, but yeah, it's annoying. I know. Well, I'm sure it'll like turn up Monday. I think they've got to sort of like, because there was a bank holiday Monday just gone. The post office just gets completely inundated with postal stuff and everything. So I give them sort of like, the benefit of the doubt at least for a couple of days. So if when it turns up, I'll let you know, dude. And that is awesome. Thank you so much for that. Again, that'll be for anybody else who's watching that. That'll be something I'll show on the next my next haul video that I'll be doing somewhere. And Sleeper Reader 666. My real name is okay. I say it all the time. Just don't want to be searchable for future employees. Yeah, I know what you mean. I always have to check myself when I'm on Twitter or Facebook. Sometimes it doesn't work, and I just actually say what I think, which for me isn't always a good thing, because on Twitter, Facebook, and in real life, I don't have any inner monologue. It's sort of like it's in here and it comes out there or on there. But yeah, I'm not doing anything to do with comics. Do you really think it's fair or right for future or for employees to go onto Facebook and look at people and what they get up to in their private lives? Just, is it something that they should be doing? Surely it's sort of like there's, I don't know what it's like in America, but over here there's the Data Protection Act, which means you basically you're not allowed to like do that sort of thing, I think, but the employees seem to do it for some reason. Yeah, sorry, completely off the track there. Yeah, I think that's all so far. Right. How am I going to do this? Let's have a look. What have we got here? Let's do these ones first. These are some comics that just came through the post. Here. Yes, comics that came through the post. Right, we have got Dr. Spectre, number 3, from Dynamite, with their, I suppose you could call it their imprint title, Gold Key. Fantastic, really great. Mark Waid doing awesome stuff with this. Loving this a lot. So I'm going to try and do this without knackering everything up here. The Wicked and the Divine 3. Brilliant comic. Really enjoying this. There's like old gods brought to the present day. What was it? It's for so many years these gods and goddesses can inhabit humans and interact with humans, but they can only do it for so many years, and then they die. It's like in a burst of like glory sort of thing. But yeah, really enjoying that. That wasn't a really good analogy of what this comic's about, but really good. I was looking forward to this comic, and I don't know, I felt a little bit disappointed. I really enjoyed Dynamite's legendary A Steampunk Adventure, the 7-issue miniseries of that, and I thought, oh, I'm going to enjoy this one as well. I don't know, I'm not quite sure about this one. This is Steampunk Battlestar Galactica 1880. I think it's one of those ones where I'm going to read again, to sort of, because I like steampunk, and Battlestar Galactica I was sort of like, I'm okay. The old series I liked. New series, it was okay. You know, I never really sort of like followed the new series that much. But there you go, that's that one. What else we got? Oh yeah, Fantastic Four number 8. James Robinson doing amazing stuff with this comic. Yeah, awesome stuff with that. And Valiant. Sorry, I'm gonna have a drink of water. A second. I know I sort of like, I do rag on DC and Marvel, but mostly DC on all their variant covers and that. I don't like the selfie covers of the DC Universe ones at the moment. Ridiculous. But I can't blame the smaller presses for doing variant covers, because they're just trying to keep up with the big boys. You know, they're just trying to sell as many comics as they can, like DC and Marvel do. The only way you can do that is by producing X amount of variant covers. But I did like Valiant Comics covers that they're doing at the moment. They're doing like Minecraft. I don't actually play Minecraft, so I haven't got a clue what it's about. But they're doing these variant covers called Valiant Craft. And here we have Armor Hunters Bloodshot number 2, which is a great series event over at Valiant Armor Hunters story. So, and Armor Hunters Harbinger number 2, which is the other mini-series connected to the Armor Hunters event. And then you've got The Delinquents number 1, which is a fantastic comic. If you can pick this up, it's just hilarious, absolutely hilarious. If you don't know what this is, this has got Archer and Armstrong and Quantum and Woody, 2 comic book series that I just love from Valiant. They are just so much fun to read, and that's what comics should be. They should be fun to read. They're grim and gritty, fun. That's what comics should be. So there you go. That's the Valiant Craft version of The Delinquents. And finally, if you have seen some posts that I've put up on the YCC, your comic book community, or as it's also known, YouTube comic book community, because Facebook won't let you change it after you get over 250. Yeah, you might want to sit down. If you ain't already sitting down, you might want to sit down when I show you this comic. I thought this was brilliant. this was a great comic. I really enjoyed reading it, and it reminded me of DC Comics in the past. It reminded me of DC Comics about 3 years ago, before the New 52 started out. And I think, personally, I think this is the best DC comic has produced in the last 3 years, hands down. Regardless of how many other comics in the New 52 they've published, this is the best comic they've produced in 3 years, and it's Multiversity #1. I just thought it was great. This is Grant Morrison at his best. It just has everything in it. I think it might confuse some people, not being derogatory, you know, or being it's like above sort of thing, you know. I think there might be a bit of confusion, but I really do think you should be reading this. It's great fun. I can't wait for the next one shot that happens with this one. Comes out with this one. Yeah, and Captain Carrot is in there as well, which is always a bonus. And it's not that stupid Captain Carrot that they had in Threshold, which was it Keith Giffen. That Captain Carrot, ridiculous. This Captain Carrot, brilliant. Especially when they do the cartoon physics in it. That's great fun. Which is sort of like, it sort of harkens back to Grant Morrison's Animal Man series. I think it was issue 5 when they had in Animal Man, they had the Wile E. Coyote coming into the real world, or the DC universe real world. And yeah, all the weird and crazy stuff that was happening to Wile E. Coyote in the Animal Man DC universe. But yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What else we got? Went to Oxfam in Southampton. Oh, hello, Purdy. Went to Oxfam in Southampton, picked up some comics there. Just let me get some digging. Yep. I think that's one, isn't it? Shows you how much I've actually had a chance to sort this stuff out. Yes, Oxfam in Southampton. I picked up some comics in there as well. 99p each. Nothing really amazing. A few comics that I thought, yeah, I thought they were interesting in that. We have got, I know this was free. I think this was part of the free one. This is Cyberforce #1. Yeah, looks really cool. A1 Comics #1, which is an anthology series. That looked interesting. For 99p, you couldn't really say no. Well, you probably could, but you know. This is Birds of Prey. This is the original series. This is back when DC Comics could actually count above 2 digits. You know, the people at DC Comics could actually count more, you know, higher than sort of like 32, 33. This is Birds of Prey #126. There you go. And this is the original Faces of Evil that DC did. Oh wow, way back in 2009. Yeah, 2009. There you go. And that's the calculator. Fear Itself. Yes, I know. I can hear some people say, "Why are you getting that for?" But it's a #1, and it looked interesting. So Fear Itself, the home front #1. This is wasn't this the series that was like the Daily Bugle take on what was, or the real world take on what was happening in the Marvel universe. And it's got sort of like 4 stories in it, which is pretty cool. Not the Daily Bugle, the Pulse. That was it, the Pulse magazine, or the Pulse newspaper, or something like that. And I know I can hear some people going, "Oh, you got a New 52 comic," but it cost me 99p, and it's got Power Girl in it as well. So World's Finest number 17. Basically getting it for the cover because Power Girl's in it. And I've always been a fan of Power Girl. For any reason you can think of off the top of your head, because she's a really good character and anything else. No idea what this is about, but it was a number 1 issue. It was 99p, and I thought, why not? The Last of the Greats, number 1, by Joshua Howe Filikoff and Brent Peebles. Pepless? I don't know where I got the B from when I said his first name. There you go. Like I said, no idea what it's about, but still interesting. And X-Force Sex and Violence number 1, 99p. And also, because I'm trying to get a complete set of an old comic strip in the Eagle Comics that was I suppose it was like 2000 AD, but it started off in the 1950s, then got cancelled, then they brought it back out again in the early 80s. And this is I'm trying to get the Kit and McGee storyline that was in these comics because I thought it was really great. This is Eagle and Wildcat. I have no idea what number it is. This is dated 8th of July 1989. There you go. And I remember I used to have this one originally until I had stupidly had this mass clear out where I chucked away a load of Eagle comics. I wish I hadn't, but these things happen. There you go. That's it there. Comments? Let's have a look. Sleepy Reader. At my job, we looked at YouTube vids by a potential employee, and his vids were so boring. Fair enough. That it knocked him down the list. Oh, right, okay. Just couldn't think of him the same. So I just never want my full name associated in a searchable way with the vids, because you never know. That's fair enough. I can completely understand that. Yeah. Wow. I'd hate to think what my employer at the moment thinks of my videos if they even watch these ones. And Sleepy Reader again. Glad you like Multiversity. I really had a great time reading it. Spoke to my 10-year-old superhero fan and to my more experienced comic book reading self, Captain Carrot. Oh yeah, brilliant. I thought the way Morrison wrote Captain Carrot was spot on. It did remind me of the old Captain Carrot and the Amazing Zoo Crew series that was out at the time. Right, back onto the screen here. Okay, what else are we going to do? I got some gifts actually from my local comic shop. I don't like seeing anything get chucked away, seriously, especially if I profit from it, not financially but gaining in my collection. At my works, I've done a few times, especially in the spring, you get spring cleaning and that. I've actually put up on our message boards and that for anybody in the company, if they've got any books, annuals, comics, anything like that, don't throw them in the bin, don't chuck them away. If you want to get rid of them, give them to me. One, it's good for the environment because you're not filling landfill sites with paper and all that. Okay, yeah, you could probably argue about the fact that, well, you're not recycling the paper, but not being funny, there's probably a very small amount of people that actually do recycle. Unless you're living in a place where the council are like, I don't know if I can liken them to the Gestapo. I don't know if that'd be wrong or not. I don't know. What do you think? But yeah, where they're really sort of like, you must recycle, otherwise we'll you know, kick you out your house sort of thing, which I think has happened a few times in this country. But yeah, so I don't like seeing anything get chucked away, and I hate seeing things get chucked away, especially if it's comic book related. You know, so I had a word with one of the guys at the local comic shop in Southampton, Forbidden Planet, and I just said to him, look, anything that you're gonna just chuck in the bin, don't chuck it in the bin. You know, just stick it in my standing order. If nobody else wants it, somebody else wants it, that's fine. But if nobody else wants it, if you're just going to chuck it in the bin, don't chuck it in the bin. Stick it in my standing order. I'll pick it up. If I want it, I'll keep it. If I don't want it, I'll see if anybody I know wants it, and I'll redistribute it to them. So he's given me these. All these old posters. I won't go through them all now, because there are a lot of them here. But I'll give you an idea, and I can't remember where I put it now. Now the thing is, I'm a collector, so chances are most of these I want to keep in any case. This is the one. I don't know if anybody else has got this. I actually saw this being sold on eBay. I think it was a bidding one, so it was like 99p plus £1 postage and packaging. But I got it for free, and it is going back to what I said beforehand about multiversity. It is the map of the multiverse advertising poster. There you go. Doesn't that look better than my face? How awesome is that? That's so cool, isn't it? Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I'm actually going to have a sit down and have a proper look at it a bit later on when I get more time to do so. But yeah, I got that, and I got a few other bits and pieces. I managed to pick up this. I think the actual comic is pretty, excuse me for using the vernacular, piss poor, but I thought this was a pretty cool poster for Batman. The Batman Eternal. Well, it's a pretty cool poster, even if the comic is a bit pants. So yeah, there's that. But again, I won't go through everything because I've got quite a few comics to show you guys, and so this doesn't turn into a 4-hour video. I'll probably do a video and show you what I've actually got here with these ones, a pre-recorded one, like the Spider-Man eggs. So yeah, loads of posters. Trying to figure out where I can stick this without it getting knackered. Oh, no. Well, without it getting knackered and without it squashing the cat, who's sat on the sofa here next to me at the moment. Ain't you, Purdy? Oh, big old ball of fluff. Don't wag your tail. There you go. Right. I need a drink because my voice is starting to crack a bit. Let's have a look. Comics Are Us. Is that a John Higgins Rorschach sketch I can see in the back of you? Looks very like one he did for me at LFCC a few weeks ago. On there. Hang on a second. Make sure I'm pointing at the right thing. That one there. Yes, it is. It's a John Higgins original. Well, Rorschach that he did for me on Free Comic Book Day this year, in May, and it was at Forbidden Planet in Southampton. Yeah, great guy, absolutely brilliant guy. Do you know what I would love to be able to do? I would love to be able to go to comic book conventions and just like turn around to the people there and say, so let's go down the pub, have a few beers, have a few pints, and just, you know, have a chat. Because when I was speaking to John Higgins, the stuff he was coming out with when he was working with 2000 AD and when he was doing the colouring for Watchmen and The Killing Joke, and you just get mesmerised by the stories that they have in that. And I don't have any real stories of my own. I probably have done. I probably I probably do have some stories, but possibly none that I can actually admit to. So, but yeah, I would love to be able to do that. Just say, come down the pub. Let's all go down the pub, have a few pints, and just like, talk shit, talk shop. Sorry. Anything else? That's all for the comments so far. And we're back in the room. Oh, there, 3 viewers. That's not too bad for this time of night. Right. A few bits and pieces, because I've got to do this in like 2 bits. A few more bits and pieces from Forbidden Planet in Southampton. Previews magazine, which again I just haven't had a chance to look through yet properly. I know they've got in here the 12th Doctor's comic from Titan, plus the 10th and 11th Doctor's comic from Titan. I'll tell you one thing else I was looking at, which looked, I don't know, it didn't interest me until I saw the cover to issue 2. Edward Scissorhands. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I might pick it up. I've never been a really big fan of the movie. I've not got anything against it. I've watched it a few times, but I've never been a really big fan of it. But I'm intrigued to see how they're going to what they're going to do with the character in the comic book. Yeah, most peculiar. Yeah, I shall have a look at that and see what's what and what's about in November. Wow, this year has gone fast, so quick. And of course, Marvel previews as well, which again I haven't had a chance to look at. I know we've got all new Captain America #1 with Sam Wilson taking up the reins of Captain America, probably until the Avengers movie comes out. And I've noticed there's actually a comic in here that I don't think I'll have any interest in whatsoever. Superior Iron Man #1. I don't think I will have any interest in that. I'll probably get the Scott Young cover if there is one, but other than that, yeah, I can't think of any reason why I'd be interested in getting that. Oh, Spider-Woman. Yes, I should get that, because now as everybody knows who isn't a comic book fan, the only reason why we read comics is because we're all horny teenagers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's all this crap about the Spider-Man woman cover being overly sexualized because it was done by Manara, and that is like, it's a comic, people. Think of something else to complain about. And another piece of collection that I'm picking up from Forbidden Planet, the Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection. We've got issue 69, side number 65, which is Shadowland, which was the Daredevil event that happened way back when. And this collects Shadowland #1 to 5. And number 70, which is classics, and they're in Roman numerals, so it's IV, or Roman numerals #4, and that's Fantastic Four, The Coming of Galactus. Brilliant. And that reprints Fantastic Four 44 to 51 and annual #3. Whose idea is it to write red on a black background? How can you read that? Yeah, looking forward to reading it. I've read that loads of times, that story, but it's nice hardback. Right, let's have a look. Just refresh the comments again so I can get another drink. Ooh. Nope, no more comments just yet. If you've got any comments about what I've just shown you here, or you know something I don't, feel free to put it in the comment section down below. Even if you're watching this and it's the pre-recorded one, just stick it down there. I love talking to people, and when I can, I will answer back. I've just realised something I haven't shown you. This. How awesome is this t-shirt? Asda, £8. Right. I have decided I have a mutant ability. I have decided I have a mutant ability. My mutant ability is to be able to find comics anywhere. No matter where I go, I can find comics. Seriously, it's true. It happened when I went on holiday to Switzerland a couple of times. It's happened when I've gone to different towns around the UK, and it was no different. Today, I couldn't go to Southampton Forbidden Planet. I actually went to that on Friday afternoon, which was interesting to say the least. Because I was going to anybody who doesn't know the UK, especially like the southeast. Well, no, southeast, southwest. Yeah, southwest of the UK, wherever it is. There's a town in the UK called Devizes. Okay, really nice town. Wow, it looks nice. Some really nice old buildings and architecture and that in there. It's a really old town. And we just went there for the day, and we were looking around the shops and that, and popping in places, and there was this indoor marketplace, and we were like, oh, we'll pop in there on the way back to get in the bus back to back home. And I walked in there, and I said, oh, I'm probably not going to find anything, and everything was shutting down. People had already packed stuff away and everything, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna find anything. First stall I come to, when you walk through the door, I picked up this Core Annual number 1974. £1, bit battered. You know, I could probably fix that with a little bit of glue and just stick it back on. But yeah, what I thought was funny in here, talking about Doctor Who, there is actually a character in here, if I can find him. Come on. I found it without looking last time, so I probably won't be able to find it now. Oh, for goodness sake, where is it? There you go. I don't know if you can see that. Dr. Watt and his time clock. And if you actually look at the character of Dr. Watt, that's him there if you can see it. Yes, he looks surprisingly like the William Hartnell Doctor Who, doesn't he? But yeah, this is basically a kids comic, but I've always liked these annuals and that. If I had the room and the money, I would get the weekly comics that this was like came with, but I don't, so I collect the annuals as well. Every child probably would have had something like this on Christmas Day, as I've said previously. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. Bringing my childhood back to me. Let's do that up there. So anyway, yeah, went into this like indoor marketplace. Everyone was packing up. Picked that up for £1. You can't see it now because it's gone past the camera. But there you go. Picked up that Core Annual for £1. Walking down the middle of this this indoor marketplace, looking at everybody packing their stuff away, looking at what they had left on their stalls and that. Got to the last stall in the market just before we were about to walk out, and I turned around to the girlfriend and I said, do you know what, I don't think we're going to find anything. There's definitely not going to be any comics here, and if there were, they've probably packed them away. And the last stall that we looked on was this guy selling CDs, DVDs, And as soon as I said, yeah, I'm not going to find any comics here, I looked to my right, and the guy that was selling CDs and DVDs had this plastic box full of comics. I could actually hear, I'm sure I could hear the girlfriend sigh. She's going to kill me if I said that. She didn't. I know she didn't. I'm only mucking about. But yeah. So I quickly went to the bloke and said, when are you packing away? When are you packing? I sort of had a quick flick for him, just in case there wasn't anything interesting there. Oh, there was some stuff interesting in there. So I quickly turned around to the bloke and said, when are you packing your stuff away? When are you finishing? He said, oh, in about half an hour. And I looked outside the door of the marketplace. I was like, there's a bank with an ATM thing in it. I said, I'll be back in 5 minutes, if not sooner. I went to the ATM, drew some money out, came back, and I went, how much are your comics for? And he went, oh, 50p each. So I got these. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a drink of water again. Yes. So I got these, all cost me 50p. There's 41 comics here, and the guy just said, "I'll give me 20 quid," which I thought, yeah, I can do with that. They're in some semblance of order. So, first off, this first comic I've already got, but I know that the copy that I've got was a bit tatty because I just kept on reading it, over and over. This was when DC Comics was publishing the imprint comic company Milestone, which was a fantastic, absolutely brilliant imprint for DC Comics. It basically I can't remember his name now. I can't remember the guy who actually created it, but they realised that there wasn't that many ethnic characters in comic books, so they actually created a whole universe that had black, Hispanic, Mexican. They actually had ethnic heroes and characters, and their how they would live their lives day to day, and that. And it's absolutely brilliant. The comics were great. The artwork in them was beautiful. If you don't know, this is where Static from the Static Shock cartoons and the short-lived Static Shock New 52 series came from. And it's, like I said, it's Milestone. Really great. This is absolutely brilliant. It's much more better than the crap that we get from DC Comic ethnicizing characters like Wally West and the Huntress and that, just purely for the fact of political correctness. I think I won't go down that thing because it's not really for this sort of video, and quite frankly, I don't see why people need to use things like this in comic books and that as their own personal, soapboxes to rant and rave about crap, really. But yeah, Milestone. Fantastic comics, really loved them, really enjoyed reading them. I'm trying to get a complete set of them. So we've got Icon number 15. Is it 15 or 16? 15. Now this was part of, I suppose you could say, was it Intercompany? Because Milestone was published by DC Comics, so I suppose it could be technically Intercompany. There was a crossover event called Worlds Collide, which crossed over between the Superman comics and some of the Milestone comics. So we've got Icon number 15. There you go. And if you don't know who that is, that's a character called Rocket. Now, Icon was like the Milestone version of Superman, and he was, if I remember correctly, he was a shape-shifting alien that came to Earth after his, I can't remember, came to Earth after his spacecraft was damaged, I think it was, and the first people that he came across in his spaceship was this black couple in, I think it was something like the 1700s, right? It was when slavery was around, and because he thought they were the indigenous people, he shapeshifted himself to look like, African American man, but he's got all the superpowers. He's got all the powers of Superman. but he's black basically, you know. So yeah, so there you go. Icon number 15 or 16, whichever one it was. Hardware number 3. Hardware, you could probably say he was like the milestone version of Iron Man. Yeah. So there you go. And another icon. Icon number 5. And in this one you've got the team Blood Syndicate, which I don't want to say Justice League. I suppose that well, it's just a team of superpowered people really, who got their powers from this. Oh, I can't remember what the gas was called. There was this gas that was set off when there was this like the big fight happened, and the police set off this untested gas that was supposed to subdue the crowd, but ended up giving everybody their superpowers. There you go. There's that. Hardware number 2. Another icon number 5. There you go. From the old Valiant universe, we've got Hard Corps number 23, which is part of the Chaos Effect, which was an event that happened in the Valiant universe at that time. There you go. Onto Marvel Comics, the New Universe comic. Would that be an imprint? I don't know, because it was under the Marvel banner, not necessarily a. I don't know. But anyway, the New Universe set of comics that Marvel published in the late 80s, I think it was. Very short-lived, unfortunately. But I've got Spitfire and the Troubleshooters number 4. And Codename Spitfire, which was basically this comic but retitled. And this is the last issue of Codename Spitfire, number 13. Yeah. And then I think I've actually got this one. I'm not quite sure. I think I have, but for 50p, I can look at that. Peter and Mary Jane's Spider-Man scrapbook, a year's worth of wall-calling memories in one keepsake photo album from 1999. There you go. I thought 50p, you know, I can't quibble about that. If I have got it, I've got it. If I haven't, I have now. Okay, there's that. Peter Parker Spider-Man, number 56, which with what I used to call ghost number 154. There you go. If you don't know what the ghost number is, Marvel, when they renumbered their comics, after a certain time, they actually put this faint number. I don't know if you can see it on there. So you had the proper number for that volume there, and then they had a ghost number, or what I call the ghost number, which was the number of all of that comic, regardless whether it was volume 1 or volume 2, for that title. So there you go. What we got? The Deadly Foes of Spider-Man, number 1. And these all look in nigh on near mint condition. That's perfect. So if I had the money, I probably would have bought a heck of a lot more of them. Spider-Man 2099, the first series, number 11. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 127. The black costume there for Spider-Man. And no, let's see if I can get all the Spider-Man ones in one go, because there is another one there. Yep. There we go. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, number 59. And Spider-Man number 21 with Deathlock there. So that. Talking of Deathlock, Deathlock number 1. Shiny cover. That's not a chromium cover. That's what they used to call 5th color cover, which was usually a metallic cover. So you had the four normal colours, which was, I'm going to embarrass myself here, red, yellow, blue, and green. I think was the four colours. And you had the three primary colours, red, yellow, and blue. And then there was a fourth colour, which I'm sure was green. I know you get green from mixing blue and yellow, but I'm sure it was green. But anyway, they published these, and DC published some of these comics as well, which they called Fifth Colour. What were they called? No, yeah, Fifth Colour covers, which was basically a metallic colour. Again, if anybody knows any more about this than me, I'm sure there's somebody out there actually knows what they're talking about with this sort of thing. There you go. I'm really enjoying the Moon Knight series that's out at the moment. So when I saw these, I thought, yeah, let's pick them up. Let's get them. That's really cool. You've got the Mark Spector Moon Knight from that series, number 13. Yep. And number 37. Then you've got, from what I remember is the original Moon Knight series, Moon Knight number 4 from 1970. So yep, 4. Then just like keep my Alpha Flights collection up together, and that I picked up Alpha Flights number 53. Wolverine guest starring in that one, and 59. Okay. And we've got The Thing, number 33. I remember I bought a load of these The Thing series off of Dr. Monkeybot when he was selling a load of his doubles and that, and they only cost me 50p each as well. Which is really cool. Crystal Warrior number 9. I love these comics like this. It's great. These little sort of like toy. What would you call them? The ones that are tied in with the toy lines and that. There you go. Crystal number 9. Very short-lived though as well. I don't know if this is just a one-shot or whether they actually did an ongoing series of this, but I saw this and I was like, I gotta get that. I gotta get it. It's Coneheads number 1 for 50p. You can't say no. Well, you probably could actually, but I didn't. So, okay. And these were the ones that I actually saw in there, and I thought, I gotta get them, and I've got to go through this box. We've got Kazar, or Kazar, however you want to pronounce it, number 6, with the British price cover variant. And not really a big Conan the Barbarian fan, but I've got a few of the comics from Marvel, and I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah, they look pretty cool covers. I've got Conan the Barbarian number 52, British price variant again, and number 57, again, British price variant. And then DC Comics. Start off with the short-lived and not particularly good, because I used to have a complete set of this, and there was another series as well called Judge Dredd Case Files, I think it was, or the early years. These were sort of like brought out by DC Comics because after the Sylvester Stallone movie. So yeah, you can probably tell how bad these were. This is Judge Dredd number 4. Like I say, I used to have I used to have every single issue of these, and unfortunately I sold them. Silly me. Legion 90, number 22. Awesome cover that is. I love that cover. That's Lady Quark, if you don't know who that is. There you go. Number 1 of Hawk World. Again, another series I used to have. I nearly had the complete set of the Hawk World, but I sold it. So there goes that. Showcase 93, which is an anthology comic published by DC in 1993. We've got issue 10. This was a 12-issue miniseries. I think they did. Didn't they do three of these? There was 93, 94, and 95, and they're all 12-issue miniseries or 12-issue maxi series, and they're all anthologies. So you had 3 different stories in there. You've got this one, which is Deathstroke, Katana, and the Huntress, which is the one on the front. And then you've got Martian Manhunter story, Dr. Light, and a Peacemaker one. They're a bit like the, was it Marvel Premiere that had a Wolverine story in it and a Ghost Rider story, and then they sort of like, when those stories finished, they had extra other characters in, like Doctor Strange or something like that. There was always a Wolverine story in it. Sort of Marvel Premiere. Anyway, Showcase 93 there. Going back to the Milestone comics, we have got 2 copies of Steel, which was the, I suppose you could say it's like the DC version of Iron Man in the 90s. And this is Steel number 7, which crosses over with Worlds Collide. And Steel number 6. Yep. Then we go into the Batmans. We've got Batman Gotham Knights number 68. Batman number 650. I'm sure I'm missing that one actually. My Batman collection. Detective Comics number 665, which is part of Nightfall, part 16 of Nightfall. Again, I used to have a complete set of these until I sold them all. So I'm slowly getting them back again. And Detective Comics 803. Then we have Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 173. Gem, Son of Saturn, issue 2. Trying to get a complete set of that, as in when I come across the issues. Doom Patrol number 86. This is the one that was done by, what was her name? Rachel Pollock. This was after the Grant Morrison one on Doom Patrol, when they changed it from being in DC, printed by DC, to being under the DC Vertigo mature reader banner. There you go. And finally, for this little bundle, we have got Ghosts number 95 with the British 15p variant cover, and on there's Doctor 13. Okay, brilliant stuff. Awesome. Right, let's have a look at the comments. No, no, no new comments, so that's okay. We've got 5 viewers. Again, anybody out there who wants to comment, feel free to do so. Just say hi. You know, let me know that you're out there. Right. These are in no particular order. I know the last couple of times I've tried to get them into some semblance of order. These are in no semblance of order whatsoever. So we'll just get cracking, shall we? See what we come up with. Adventures of Superman number 16. As far as I'm concerned, this is the only Superman comic actually worth picking up, because the rest of them are just yeah, Adventures of Superman number 16. Fantastic. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I didn't even realise I ordered this. I've got a funny feeling this is one of those comics that just got chucked in my standing order for the fun of it. They might have thought I would be interested in buying it, but I ended up picking it up in any case. It's from Titan Comics, and it's Sally of the Wasteland number 1. No idea. No idea whatsoever. From Dynamite, Army of Darkness, Ash Gets Hitched number 2. Great stuff. Steve Niles doing fantastic stuff with this. Guardians of the Galaxy number 18, tying into Original Sin. There you go. We've got the Star Trek, Harlan Ellison's The City on the Edge of Forever, original teleplay number 3. Really enjoying this, and the artwork in it is fantastic. I know it's all photorealistic, so chances are it's like comes from actual photographs of the actors and that, but look at that. Really beautiful artwork in there. From Dark Horse Comics, The Sundowners number 1. Another Original Sin tie-in, Daredevil number 7. The cover A of the Valiant Comics 4-issue miniseries with Archer and Armstrong and Quantum and Woody, The Delinquents number 1. It's cover A for that. I've also got the what was it called? The board game variant, which is there's 4 issues, and for the board game variant, there's actually a part of the board game for this comic. Obviously, first issue you've got 1 part, and 2. I don't know if they've got a picture of it in there actually. There we go. That's it. That's what it will look like with all 4 issues put together. There you go. Fun. Yeah. So there's that. And we've got The Empty Man number 3 from Boom Studios. I already showed you in one of my previous haul videos the subscribers variant for this. This is the main cover A variant for Judge Dredd Anderson PSI Division, or Judge Anderson PSI Division, if you want to call it. The only one I'm missing is I think it was 1 in 10 cover for this. I've always had a soft spot for Judge Anderson. That's the only one I'm missing. So I'm looking on eBay, hoping I should be able to pick it up. Is it 1 in 10? Or retailer incentive. So yeah, probably about 1 in 10. Yeah, I've always had a thing for Judge Anderson. I know she's a comic book character, but I don't care. There you go. Talking of buying comics just for the cover, I'm sure a lot of people just buy the Grim Fairy Tale comics from Zenoscope just for the covers. We've got Masumi Blades of Sin number 1. Can't think why I would have picked this comic up. Don't know why. I could have probably won the YCC comic sweep with that cover. There you go. We've got the Garth Ennis and John McCree Dix End of Time number 3 from Avatar. Hilarious stuff. Dynamite's Vampirella number 3. Another nice cover. Guardians of the Galaxy number 17. The Sandman Overture number 3. Finally, these are coming out finally now, one a month. Is this an 80issue miniseries? I can't remember now. There you go, there's that. And we have Veil number 4 from Dark Horse. Really nice comic, that. Right, let's have a look. The comments. Let's have a look at the comments. Any comments? William Thorg. Hi man, how are you? I guess he only looked here, okay. No, I look at the comments. I don't think it just popped up after, you must have put it on there before, just after I refreshed them. But thanks for watching. I think let's have a look, a quick refresh again. Look, that's it for the comments so far. Right. I've already got this comic, but this is the variant cover to Afterlife with Archie number 5. There you go, and it only cost me £1.15. So there we go. Is that Veronica? Isn't it? Yeah. I think that's the name. I think everybody's getting these two comics. We have got Saga number 22. Well, nigh on everybody's getting these comics anyway. And Revival number 23. That is quite a cool cover, actually. It's not been really cool if they made that glow in the dark. Oh, that would have been awesome if they made that glow in the dark. And we've got, so I've got 2 of these coming up. Dream Police number 4. Really great series, this. Really enjoying this series. It's basically sort of like, I don't want to say Dempsey and Makepeace or any other sort of like cop TV series, but it's basically the police of the dreaming and their day-to-day constant battle between the sleepers and all the other weird stuff that happens in the dream world. Outcast number 3. I know a few people have sort of like not liked this series, but I've enjoyed the last 3 issues, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. It's Warren Ellis's and Jason Howard's Trees number 4. Okay. And from Dark Horse Comics, Ghost number 7. What a great cover. Well, I think it is anyway. Very cool with all the also like the circuit boards or anything in that, and it almost looks like it's like a cutout sort of thing with the white and her face and her arms and chest and that. Right, comments again, because we're getting down to the last few comics now. William Thorg. Number 1, favourite villain. Number 2, if there was a superhero you would team up with, who is it? Ooh. Favorite villain. Hello, how are you? I have no idea how long I've been off air for, but yes, my internet provider obviously thought I was going on for too long. Um, in answer, just in case you didn't hear it, like I said, I have no idea how long I was off for, but just in case, I think I'm back online now. Just in case you didn't hear my answers to William Thorg, favorite villain. Who was my favorite villain? Black Cat at the moment in the Amazing Spider-Man. I think they've turned him into a real badass, and that. And if there was a superhero you would team up with, who is it? Either Ambush Bug or Captain Carrot. There you go. Right. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's so annoying when you're doing things like this. But I suppose I've been doing this for about 4 hours now. William Thor, LOL, I think I killed the feed. No, it wasn't you, it was EE that killed the feed. But close. Oh, hi Purdy. So there we go. Right. Okay. Shall we get this finished now, just in case I get kicked off again? Right. We're back. Okay. Right. Batman 66 and the Green Hornet #3. Great miniseries this is. Really love this. If you remember seeing the Batman TV series from 1966 where they crossed over with the Green Hornet, that's one of my favourite episodes ever. So yeah, really enjoying this. We've got 10 grand, #10, which I think, is this the last issue? Oh no, it was at 12 issues, I can't remember anyway. 10 grand, #10. Unfortunately, Adam decided to got the better cover for the series, but for this issue, but it's right, I'll be right. I might see if I can pick it up on eBay. Really nice cover. The other cover was. Well, that's alright, but if you're not reading this comic, may I suggest try and pick it up in trade when it comes out in trade. Alex and Ada #8. It's not a superhero comic or big explosions, high adventure, action, all that sort of stuff. It's just a really nice comic. Really well written, beautifully drawn. You know, it's just one of those things. It just, I don't know. So many people have actually said it's a really good comic, and it is a really good comic. So, Alexander, number 8. I actually ordered these ones ages ago, but these are the only 2 issues that have actually come to me in my standing order at Forbidden Planet, and they had to turn up both at the same time. We've got Video Nasty number 4. So all I need is 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3 of this now, and Video Nasty number 5, and it's a 6-issue miniseries. So I'll see if I can pick up 1, 2, and 3. I might see if I can get Forbidden Planet to see if they can get me issues 1, 2, and 3. The artwork in it is a bit. I'll show you it. The artwork in it's a bit. But the actual premise of the comic sort of like intrigued me, so I thought, yeah, why not? And finally for tonight, I'm going to better go to bed in a minute. We have got the Titan Comics 10th Doctor Who number 2. This is cover A. Great. Now I'm going to see if there's anything in the back here. Oh my life! How many issues of Doctor Who is there? This is ridiculous. All these different covers for Doctor Who number 1. I think this is the I can't find it. This is the main cover, yeah, and this is the Forbidden Planet variant cover. For this, I've got the UK. What's it called? The basically the one that's supposed to only be available in the UK, and there's meant to be only 1,000 copies of it. I've got that one coming as well. There's that. I just looked in the back of it. Have you seen how many covers for issue 1 of the 10th and 11th Doctor Who there are supposed to have been? Are you ready for this? All of those, yeah, all of those. Not only that, but those as well. That's ridiculous. I wonder if I'll be able to get them all. You never know. That'd be a heck of a collection, wouldn't it? But I suppose those 2 aren't too bad. Those 2 are pretty funky. With them in their high attire, sort of like. Yeah, that's mental. Not in the derogatory sense, obviously, but you know, all those covers, ridiculous. Right, let's have a look. Comments. Oh, William Thorg. What superhero would you completely delete from the comic book world? I'll tell you what. I'll go better than that. I want to completely delete the New 52. Yeah. No way of it. Have a look. I think that's it. One last refresh on the old button there. I'll do it. Right. So before EE decides they're going to cut me off again for no reason, other than the fact I've been doing this for about 5 hours. Thank you everybody for watching this video. I will endeavour to do the video for. Oh, sorry, Pony. The posters and these Spider-Man eggy things. They'll probably be recorded videos that I'll put up a bit later on during the week. Yes, I think that's it. I think it's time for us to wrap it up. Again, thank you everybody who watched this video live. Thank you everybody who watched the YCC quiz night video and this video live. You are completely crazy for doing that, but I love you anyway. Thank you everybody who's going to watch this video when it goes up properly on YouTube. That isn't when it's not live. If this is the first time you've watched this video or watched any of my videos on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Right about here somewhere. If you've got any comments, if you know anything more about the comics and such that I've shown on this video, feel free to put it in the comment section down below. I'm not the be-all and end-all of knowledge of comic books. I know a small, tiny, minute fraction of stuff about comics and geeky stuff and that. There are people out there that are just, they're like Wikipedia for comic books, but with actual proper information that's correct. Yeah. If you like this video, or actually comment, even if you just want to say hello, just comment section and comment in the comment section down below. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, then thumbs it down. I don't care. You know, happens. That just leaves me to say, love the comics that you read, and just enjoy life. Really, life's too short to be miserable. Just have fun. Ta-ta for now.